Hey everyone, I am back today with another review, Stephen King's 11/22/63. Take a moment to subscribe so you'll be the first to get upcoming spoiler-free reviews. This novel is a time travel novel. Our main character's name is Jake Epping, and his friend Al, a local diner owner, discovers a time warp in his diner. The time warp transports people to the year 1958. And Al experiments with this some, and he decides that he wants to do something to help humanity. And that thing is to go back in time and prevent John F. Kennedy from being assassinated. Al finds out that he is failing with his health, and he wants to employ his younger friend, Jake Epping, our main character, to go back on his behalf and save John F. Kennedy. Jake goes back in time in this novel, and it's a lot of fun traveling with him. He pops back and forth a few times while he's on his mission, and it's really interesting. You know, Stephen King really does a good job in this, creating that world in 1958. You see, one of the catches here is that in order to prevent the Kennedy assassination from taking place, Jake has to travel back to 1958, live for 5 years until 1963, when the assassination takes place, and then attempt to disrupt that from happening. So it's a whole adventure with Jake as he's living his life back then. It's a lot of fun. There are a lot of good characters in this one. There's a romance that takes place in this one that a lot of people are a big fan of. A lot of commenters or reviewers talk about the love affair between Jake and Sadie. The Yellow Card Man is a really interesting character in this novel. I believe he's the first character you meet when Jake travels back in time, the Yellow Card Man. I'm going to give this novel, I'm going to give it 3 stars out of 5, and the reason for that is because I wasn't entirely satisfied with the ending. I felt that maybe I was left wanting just a little bit. This book is 1,000 pages. It's 1,000 pages plus. It's almost 1,100 pages. And I read it in about 3 days. So I was really into this novel. I didn't feel that it dragged at any point. It was a really good novel. I really liked this one. You know, I like time travel novels. I think that Stephen King really has a good voice in this novel. It's a fun world that he creates when Jake goes back in time. I really enjoyed this one. I'm going to give it 3 stars because I felt that the ending could have been more satisfying to me, but I still want you to read this one. This is a good quality, intelligent, time-traveling novel. Stephen King has mentioned the John F. Kennedy assassination in his other books. You know, King is big on John F. Kennedy and what happened that day, the whole conspiracy behind what happened to John F. Kennedy, and it inspired him to write a novel, 1,000-pager nonetheless. Steve dedicated a lot of time and effort to this novel, and it shows because it's a good tale. I'm going to give this 3 stars out of 5. I'm going to say read this one. I recommend this one. Even though it's only a 3-star, I'm going to recommend it because it's just such a mature, good time travel story. You will get lost in this one, I assure you. 3 stars, I say read it.